Rorik's Quest, Adventures in Verra, Part 2. Once upon a time in the world of Verra, there was a young warrior named Rorik. He hailed from a small village on the outskirts of the continent, and from a young age, he was fascinated by the art of combat. Rorik spent most of his days training with his fellow villagers, honing his skills in the hopes of one day becoming a renowned fighter. One day, Rorik heard rumors of a dangerous dragon terrorizing a nearby town. Eager to prove himself, Rorik set out to slay the beast. As he journeyed closer to the town, he stumbled upon a clearing in the forest where he saw two figures in the distance. Curious, Rorik approached them cautiously. As he got closer, he realized that one of them was a healer named Alara, tending to the wounds of the other figure, who turned out to be Tarek, a mage. Both of them were exhausted and looked like they had been through a tough battle. Rorik introduced himself and asked if they needed any help. Alara explained that they had been ambushed by bandits and had narrowly escaped with their lives. They had been traveling together for a few days, but they were unsure of what to do next. Rorik offered to join forces with them, and they agreed. Together, the three of them continued their journey towards the town, with Rorik leading the way. They encountered several obstacles along the way. The path was treacherous, with steep cliffs, raging rivers, and dense forests blocking their way. As they approached the town, they saw the dragon breathing fire and causing destruction in the town square. The trio quickly sprang into action, but the dragon was a formidable opponent. Its scales were thick and impenetrable, and its flames were scorching hot. Rorik charged forward with his sword drawn, but the dragon easily dodged his attacks. Tarek used his magic to create illusions and distract the dragon, while Alara tended to the wounded townspeople. The dragon's fire breath caused chaos and destruction all around them, forcing the trio to constantly dodge and evade the flames. Realizing that brute force alone wouldn't be enough to defeat the dragon, Rorik devised a new plan. He instructed Tarek to use his magic to create an illusion of a wounded animal in the distance, causing the dragon to divert its attention away from them. As the dragon turned to face the illusion, Rorik saw his chance and lunged forward, piercing his sword into the dragon's soft underbelly. The dragon let out a deafening roar, thrashing and swinging its tail in a desperate attempt to dislodge Rorik's sword. But the young warrior held on tight, determined to defeat the beast. Alara, seeing her opportunity, rushed forward and began using her healing powers to restore Rorik's strength as he fought. Finally, after a grueling battle, Rorik dealt the fatal blow, slaying the dragon once and for all. The townspeople cheered and thanked Rorik, Alara, and Tarek for their bravery and valor. As they made their way back to their village, Rorik, Alara, and Tarek discussed their next adventure. With newfound confidence and a sense of purpose, they knew that they were destined for great things. Impressed by their bravery, a nearby clan invited the trio to join their ranks. Rorik, Alara, and Tarek eagerly accepted, and together, they continued to fight against evil throughout the land of Verra. Rorik, now more confident than ever, knew that he had found a new family in his fellow clan members and a purpose greater than himself. The trio had been traveling with their new clan for some time when they received a new mission. The clan leader, a stern and experienced warrior named Aaron, announced that they needed to retrieve a valuable artifact from a nearby dungeon. However, before they could do that, they would have to prove themselves worthy by completing a series of tests. The first test involved a series of grueling physical challenges that pushed the trio to their limits. Rorik's strength and combat skills were tested, Alara's healing abilities were put to the test, and Tarek's magic was tested to the limit. They all managed to complete the challenges successfully, but they were left exhausted and battered. The second test involved navigating a treacherous maze filled with traps and puzzles. They were given a limited amount of time to make it through the maze, and the stakes were high. The second in command of the clan, a fierce and competitive warrior named Kale, was leading a rival team. The tension between the two groups was palpable as they raced through the maze, trying to outdo each other. In the end, Rorik, Alara, and Tarek managed to emerge victorious. They had worked together and used their unique skills to overcome the challenges and make it through the maze in record time. The third and final test was the most dangerous of all. They had to journey deep into a dark and dangerous forest to retrieve a rare flower with healing properties. The forest was known to be home to a rogue warrior, a skilled fighter who had turned against the clan and was now a wanted criminal. The rogue had been spotted in the area, and the clan was determined to capture capture him. As they made their way through the forest, they encountered several obstacles, including treacherous ravines, poisonous plants, and dangerous beasts. They eventually came face to face with the rogue, who challenged them to a battle. Rorik, Alara, and Tarek fought bravely, but the rogue was a formidable opponent. But after a fierce battle, Rorik, Alara, and Tarek managed to subdue him and bring him back to the clan to face justice. The rogue was put on watch, and Rorik, Alara, and Tarek were tasked with keeping an eye on him. At first, the rogue was angry and resentful, refusing to speak to anyone and making several attempts to escape, but as time went on, he began to see that the clan was not as bad as he had thought. Rorik, Alara, and Tarek took turns talking to the rogue, trying to understand his perspective and show him that the clan was not his enemy. Gradually, the rogue began to open up, and they learned that he had turned against the clan because he felt that they were becoming too complacent and losing touch with their warrior roots. As they talked, the rogue began to see that Rorik, Alara, and Tarek were not his enemies. They were simply warriors like him, trying to find their place in the world. Eventually, the rogue apologized for his actions and accepted that he had been wrong to turn against the clan. The clan leader, Aaron, saw the change in the rogue and decided to give him a second chance. The rogue was reinstated into the clan, but he was placed on probation and closely monitored by Rorik, Alara, and Tarek. Over time, the rogue proved himself to be a valuable member of the clan, using his skills to help protect the land of Verra from danger. Rorik, Alara, and Tarek were proud to have played a role in his redemption and were grateful for the chance to work alongside him. As they continued to fight against evil throughout the land of Verra, Rorik, Alara, Tarek, and the rogue knew that they had found a new family in their fellow clan members. They had overcome their differences and proved that even the most unlikely allies could work together to achieve great things. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more stories.